Hello, everyone. I hope that you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. So today we are doing a cottage living house in The Sims. It is pretty basic. It was supposed to be 2 stories. Now it is one. So there is that. If you are new here, hello. I hope that you like to stick around. Maybe chill out in the comments, like, subscribe, do whatever you want. But I'm gonna stop yapping and let you guys watch this video. All right, everyone. So today I am doing an L-shaped house. Is that a shocker to anyone? No. But this house is just cottage living and just basement. So there is that. I have done a cottage living house before. It is probably one of my more favorite builds, and I think this one is one of my top 10 favorite builds. Like, this house is so pretty, and I love the roof and everything that. I just love cottage living. There's something about cottage living that makes me go crazy. So this is mostly a cottage living home with the base game. So there is that. I really, really, really love how everything looks. I love how everything flowed together. The house itself was gorgeous. The windows that I finally picked out, I took forever to decide on windows. Like, when I say forever, I mean forever. Like, windows was such a struggle for me. Once I figured them out, though, I kind of determined the color scheme for the entire house, which I thought was pretty neat. I think everything's turned out really well, and do not panic. These are not the windows that I picked, although they are really gorgeous, and I kind of wish I kept them. I regret that a little bit, but we learn, guys. We learn from our past mistakes. I really liked these rounded windows. I felt like the round windows with the round um, roof really tied in together. I thought it was gorgeous. So then I was experimenting with colors because I didn't want to pick out this white and blue. I just feel like the white and blue is a little bit too much. So I did want to change them out into something just a little bit different. This house overall is probably, again, like I said earlier, one of my more favorite builds. It is pretty, the color schemes go together. I really love what I did with the yard because it's not too busy, but it makes sense for this type of build. And you guys are going to see this in a minute. I always want to have an excuse to use this fence, and now I finally do. If I'm correct, the house that was here before was L-shaped. I don't know though. I kind of bulldozed the house too quickly to tell, but I'm pretty sure it was L-shaped. Um, I I had a very difficult time picking out the gate fence, and then I realized it was the gate fence that matched, which kind of ticked me off because I couldn't do very much with it, but it's fine. Um, the yard, I didn't elevate this house, by the way, like, at all. I decided I felt like elevation would almost take away from the house. And so we're doing a very plain, very simple yard. Like, there is not a lot to it. There's just gardening, chickens, and picnic basket. There might not even be a picnic basket, but I'm glad that I didn't do this as a starter home because no way. Cottage living items are so expensive in game. Oh my gosh. Anyway, besides that, oh, I picked hay seats. That's what I did. I was like, what in the world did I do? I just picked out some pretty basic seats. Um, again, I kept the yard really, really simple, really, really tame. Did you see me messing around with these like wall decor and whatnot? I'm actually going to use those later in the build, just not right away. Um, I don't know, I was kind of struggling to figure out what I wanted to wear, but I decided that that was kind of like the basics. The outside that was done. I was thinking about doing no landscaping whatsoever, but then I changed my mind and I did very minimal landscaping. Very, very minimal landscaping. Like, it doesn't look like there's a lot of landscaping, which I think is nice though, because if I would have made it too busy, I think it would have taken away from the house itself. I really regret not making these 2 stories, but I was already at 40 minutes recording and I'm trying to pre-record. So I'm allotting myself like 2 hours to build, edit, and whatnot for each video just to make sure that at least there's something. So unfortunately, that is not how this is gonna go. Also, if you guys do not know, today is my older brother's birthday. So happy birthday, Max. I know that you don't watch my videos. I'm gonna wish you a happy birthday another way, but happy birthday. Um, it's also my dad's birthday, but I will not be saying his name on here because he's not really online like that, so I don't know if he'd be comfortable with that. But it is also his birthday. But anyway, I digress. This house, like when I was looking at the shape, it was so daunting. I was like, well, what do I put where? Should I put the bedroom at the front of the house? Should I put a lagoon around the house? Like I was thinking of some wild stuff. And it was difficult to decide what I wanted to do, where I wanted to put things, how I wanted to put things. Did I want the house to seem bigger? Did I want it to seem smaller? I should have done tall walls. That's what I should have done. Instead of 2 stories, tall walls. I feel like that would have just made everything look so much better. Not tall walls, medium length walls. I have a lot of regrets. All of them. But that's okay. We live to regret things, don't we? Um, I had decided at this point in time I was gonna just use moving objects for everything. Everything was gonna become moving objects because with the shutters outside, if I was to place a wall like how I just did, the window would have deleted because they count the shutters as a window piece, and I was not dealing with all that. It makes me so mad. So there is that. I I'm not the biggest fan of how I did this floor layout. Like, I could have just went with one bathroom and had 2 really big bedrooms, but it's fine, you know. We can all live to regret things. It's normal. I do wish in cottage living they would have given us a kid's potty, like a funny one. I don't know, like one that looks like a bush or something. I don't know, or like cow manure. I think it would have been kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie, I think it would have been kind of silly. Um, so okay, sorry, I'm like trying to fix my sticky notes at the moment. There we go. So let's see, what else did I do? So I tried to make sure as much as possible was cottage living. So bathtub, sink, toilet, anything. But there isn't a toilet in, excuse me, cottage living, which really shocked me because I'm shocked that they didn't have like an outhouse. This would have been the time to make an outhouse. There might be, and I might have skipped over it. But I do think that that would have been interesting and like a cheap outhouse too. That's my preference on this. I once I started seeing floor layout, I was like, okay, I'm gonna break off this part, and now this fully sections off the house. And again, I'm sorry that this was a speed build. I'm pre-recording at the moment, so a lot of builds are gonna be speed builds because what I do is I'll speed build one night and then in the morning I do a voiceover. So that is why there's so many speed builds lately, is because it just helps me be able to pre-record. So like I think I do a speed build right before bed for like an hour, and then I'll do a voiceover for 20 minutes to 30 minutes, mattering how long it is. And that means it takes me just about the same amount of time to edit it as it would a normal video. So it just makes my life a little bit easier to not have to take time out of school to do this video while I'm pre-recording. Um, Gosh, I love everything that I did with this house. Not everything. A good chunk of what I did with this house. Like, I tried to use as much lights as I could, seating, stuff like that. Like that little mushroom that's next to the fireplace is a mushroom Right. So it is not a snuggle mushroom, it is not decor of any kind. It is a seat, and I hope that your sins fury. Now, um, you must be thinking to yourself, when did you decide that you're not going to do the upstairs at the very last minute? The very last minute is when I decided I was no longer going to be doing the upstairs. Um, that was on me completely. I, like this entire time, it looks like, oh my gosh, she's gonna build an upstairs. Like this is gonna be such a nice house. No, no, it's not. It's not gonna be like that at all. So sorry about that, guys. Um, the kitchen's kind of nice, so I do like the kitchen. I think it's cute. Um, I tend to use these kitchen cabinets a lot, like as much as possible. They're my favorite kitchen counters out of the entire game of everything that I have so far. Um, they are by far my favorite, and they're so cute. So look at those. Just look at all of those. Everything's so nice. So I'm trying to place down like clutter, and a lot of base games clutter for the dining room matches this aesthetic of cottage living. I am glad though that we got cottage living later in the game rather than like now in the game. I mean, earlier in the game because I feel like a lot of things would have been different, and there would not have been as much texture, which I feel like the texture is really what made this pack so great, is there was so much details to the texture, the gameplay, to especially the build items. Like, there was so much added to this that really made this pack good. Now, I'm not a fan of this pack. Like, I'm not a fan of this pack's gameplay. I love their build items, but I know a lot of people who adore this pack's gameplay. And I'm not gonna lie, the gameplay is good. It's just not my favorite. Um, I don't know. That's me personally. I'm just not a farmer. It's really what it is. I do think though, if I had like the horse pack, um, I would not be saying such vile things. I would not even consider speaking it out. Hate, but I don't have it. I am working, so like I know there's a sale right now. I just don't have any extra money right now, so because I was sitting there like, are you kidding me? I could get pack. There's some nice packs. I wouldn't get to rent. I mean, or rent or anything, but I would get like I don't know. I have a couple ideas, so let me open up my Steam. Let's see. So DLC, I would have gotten something like, come on, guys, like Horse Ranch. I have cats and dogs. Um, or even like Snowy Escape would have been something that I would have considered to buy. I had a ranked list of what I would buy, and now I'm second guessing my ranked list, which really stinks. I do like the nursery kits, so I'm just gonna lie. They're so cute. I just don't think I'd ever use them. I think I'd ever use a lot of kits though. Like a lot of the kits that are here, I think they're fantastic for console players, but definitely not PC players because we can download like mods and whatnot. Is a big part of it. Let's see. I was trying to look. Oh, I would have probably gotten university. Oh, if you guys don't know, I am graduating college this year. I've decided that due to some conflicts with due to some conflicts with um my major and like transferring schools, I will be pursuing a pharmaceutical technician. So there is that. I've already started the course on that. I am going to hopefully get certified in December. That is the goal. Now, if it happens is another thing, but that is like the intention. Um, excuse me. But there's that. Anyway, I loved how the adults room turned out. Not the biggest fan of the child's room. I kind of just slapped things down because I got mad that there isn't as many cute childs. Like, think of how cute it would have been if they would have added like a specialized cot for cottage living. Like, I don't know, a haystack or something. I don't know. I thought it'd be cute. Because personally, with cottage living, there's this mod right now that's out where you can do like generations, and I feel like if there was a cot like that, that would really add to that. But I also get the implications if they were to do something like that. Um, it's like now that I'm saying this out loud, I realize that there's implications to be said about that. You know, sometimes I don't think before I speak, and that was one of those occasions. So I am sorry if I offended anyone. I did not think about that. I apologize. Um, so I ran to the bathroom because everything looked wonky, and I don't know. The bathroom looked really wonky. So in this small space that was originally just supposed to be walk-through space, became the chess table room. It just became the chess table room. I was gonna make it into like this pottery back closet, but I was like, it still looks like a main bathroom, so I wanted to kind of have a purpose. So it's whatever. Um, I did add the embroidery set because why would I not add the embroidery set? Like silly that I didn't add it. Um, oh wow, look at that carpet. See, listen, I can never get over that face game. Round carpet. I use it in almost every single one of my builds at least once. It is one of the by far best carpets in the game. I'm sorry, I know that that's objective, but especially for base game, it is one of the best carpets in the game. 10 out of 10 would recommend use it every single time. Swear on my grave, like it is the best carpet in the entire world. So I decided also for this house, at least one room needed some wallpaper that looked outdated. So not the nursery, because the nursery's wallpaper is cute. I wanted wallpaper that looked maybe a little bit too outdated for the house, but not like, oh my gosh, it's so old type of outdated, like a charm type of outdated. That's kind of what I went with. I'm looking at those windows behind the bed and I really hope that I change them because now it's bugging me. Oh gosh, I did not change them. I'm sorry to anyone who has used this home thus far. This home in the gallery, I think it's called like, I mean, two bed. Maybe it's just called Cottage. I don't remember. I'll have to look at the end. We're gonna find out together what it is called. Man, a lot of these windows are centering, making me kind of mad. Um, I again was just adding wallpapers, trying to make things match as best I could. Um, I think that everything kind of worked out. I never use these toys for cottage living. I do not like them. But I decided that for this house, I was going to use them. I I don't like their lighter swatches, that's what I'm gonna say. I don't think that their darker swatches are bad. They're too busy when I have the grid on. In gameplay, I don't think I'd notice it as much. With this grid on, it's way too much, and I'll sit there and I'll be like, oh, okay. Also, this whole house is just made out of bricks. Um, I didn't want to do anything. I mean, that's what the houses in the background looked like, so I was like, well, we're gonna go with bricks. Because I built this house. I bulldozed someone's house that was there before, and this was like in town where I built this house. And I just bulldozed their house. So, anyway, so that's the point. Doubled as someone's house and I made the house great. That is the moral of the story. This is the part where I'm adding like the greenery around the house. I wanted to add something, and I think this added just enough. Like, I don't think it was too big because I feel like if I would have put down flowers and all these other things, I don't think that it would have looked good if I'm going to be honest. I just think it would have looked wonky. So I kind of kept it simple. Never get those bushes up. They're not terrible. So there is that. What did I name this house? Let's put it together. I did use hashtag cottage living if I am correct. And are we gonna find out or are we not going to find out? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Yeah. So cottage. Oh, three bed home. Okay, I called it a three bed home in a gallery. Sorry, guys. Oh, two beds. Two bed home in the gallery. All right, I'm gonna stop yapping so that you guys can watch the outro. Hello everyone, thank you for watching today's video. I am sorry if there's any audio issues. I've noticed that my connection with my mic has been kind of off since I've gotten it back, because I have gotten the headphones back. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you liked today's video. I know I just kept rambling about the house and the house and the house and the house. I'm sorry about that. Thank you all for all of your suggestions lately. It has been fantastic getting feedback from you guys. It's been amazing. Just thank you so much. Um, if you are new here, hello. I'm glad that you made it to the end of the video. Please consider liking and subscribing if you want to stick around. If you guys have any suggestions, put them down in the comments. I do take constructive criticism very, very well, and I appreciate it when it happens. And if you guys don't want it to stay up, just put like delete once read or something, which someone has already done, like delete once read at the beginning. So that way I knew. Because some people will drag them being like, well, she's trying, and I understand that I'm trying, but I am asking for constructive criticism. As long as you're not being rude about it, I don't mind it at all. If you guys have any suggestions for videos, specific packs, specific amount of rooms, challenges, I will do them. Just let me know. And I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Bye bye.